Happy Sunday morning, everybody. There's one of Kim's wreaths. On November 2nd, right here at my race shop, Kim is going to have a craft sale. So come on out, November 2nd. Starting at 9 a.m., she's going to have a waffle truck. Going to have some really good food and drinks. But boy, she's going to have a lot. Capital, a lot. A-L-O-T of crafts. Wreaths and centerpieces and all types of stuff. My souvenir trailer is going to be here. So I thought that was nice of Race Ranch to offer that up. Okay, where does the Herminator start today? I got so much to talk about that hopefully you'll all enjoy it. I think number one, I got to get it off my chest. It kind of shocked me too. I'm like, whoa, what was that all about? So there was a deal up at Eldora for the Dirt Track World Championship. One of the drivers said, when we race for a living to put food on the table, that's a game changer. And so I want to explain myself in detail. I saw that while I was racing. And boy, it just really cocked me wrong. It made my mind go way back. So I race for a living. That's what I've done my whole life. I started out, with my family. We raced for a living. What that means is whatever money we make racing, that's what we get. So that's all we've ever done. Our complete income has always been based off that race car. 1986, 87, 88. And I started racing late. I started at 22. So I raced in ASA, and I'd write a bad check, and ASA, Becky Robbins, she knew I was writing a bad check at the pit gate. She kept it. Then they would mail their check out to me, and then they would put my check in because they played that game with me. We talked about that years later. They waited for me. What they did is they sent me the check, and then they held my pit pass check to make sure I got their money so it would clear. So when I heard that deal, we race for a living, this is to put food on the table, trying to make me feel guilty, and I just saw, all of us race for a living. You're not anything any different. And it kind of took me back to my days when we had our first child, and oh my God, the stories I have of being broke ass. And, there's a generation gap. When I finally made it to NASCAR and started making good money, then everybody wanted to talk about, me being on TV. I'm like, oh, you son of a bitches. You have selective memory. Ask all my friends around St. Louis. They remember when I was broke ass. So I guess it really made me think of, dirt racers nowadays, especially the dirt super late model ones, right? They're selling souvenirs. They're doing everything. They're struggling. They win 50 grand. Well, the motor costs 50 grand. So I guess when I heard, oh, we race for a living and however we run is how we put food on the table, I'm like, no shit, really. And I just responded. And I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. I'm not going to apologize for it. So, all right, that's that. It made me just think of my days when I was totally broke. And today, I'm still racing for a living. Everything I do, every piece of income I get right now to this day, and my point is when I started racing, we were racing for $7,500 to win. Kim and I were living in a single bedroom apartment and begging people for money. Yes, we were. Cashing batteries in downtown off Hall Street, taking batteries, and I got $700 for batteries. And I mean, those were not fun. So remember, guys, you all choose to run those dirt super late models. That's not my choice. You choose to do it. So I don't want to hear how you racing for a living now. I've already been there and done that, okay? And I did it way worse than you did because my family didn't have any damn money. So I'm going to put that to bed right now. That's done. I don't want to hear about how you got to race for a living and the way you run is how you going to put food on your table. All right, Herman, we get it. Wow. All right. Had a good friend come up to me, different subject. Had a good friend come up to me at Lincoln, Illinois. And he said, I've had some people ask me how I get along with you. You making all those videos and everything. I laughed at him in a good way. And to my surprise, my good friend, he responded by saying, Kenny's not exactly like you think he is. Those videos are fun. And I responded to him. I said, well, I'll give you a little information so you can defend me. Sometimes I'll tell my friends the truth. And I'll say, okay, now that's really what happened. Go spread the truth so now they know. So social media is a new way of promoting yourself so you can get sponsors. This actually works really good on the back of me being broke ass. Roger Penske taught me years ago, way back when Rusty first started racing. Roger Penske said, if we don't have a sponsor, we don't race. So I also preach to people, I say, look, if you're not going to talk and you're not going to say anything, you better be Kyle Larson. You better just be automatically special and talented. Somebody like me, I don't have a lot of talent. So I got to run my mouth. And what I do good is I sell product. That's why I got so many sponsors like JEGS or all the logos on my car, Sunoco. I run my mouth so I can race. That's the honest to God's truth. So when I make all these videos, it's because, number one, I enjoy it. Number two, it's therapy for me. I've been telling people over the last 2 days, some people used to pick up a cigarette, they used to get done eating, guy win a race. Just saw it up at Eldora. Did you see the guy win the stock car? Damn, Herman, did you work hard last night? All right, there's another example. Guy wins the stock car race at Eldora on what, Thursday night? He wins the race. He gets out, and first thing he does, he gives a cigarette. He's got a cigarette in his race car. Smokes that cigarette to calm his nerves. And then he when he gets ready for victory lane, he took that cigarette and he put it in the car. He got rid of the cigarette. So for me, my cigarette or my soda, my iced tea, whatever your habit is, for me, my habit is social media. This, what I'm doing right now, I enjoy it. It releases my nerves. So here's the deal. Kenny Wallace and that social media. Well, when I go to the racetrack, people hardly recognize me. They come up to me wanting to do all this, and I'm like, when I come into the pit gate, I'm a totally different person. And that's all there is to it because I'm laser focused. Stop and think about it. We're having fun here. We're not, this is me right here, but we're having fun. So my point is I do social media because I like it. It helps me get things off my chest, but my sponsors love it. My sponsors, they go, Herm, we love that dirt car, but buddy, can you make us a video about our company? I'm like, absolutely. Hey, Herm, can you come give a speech? Absolutely. So I race for a living. Have been in different many ways. That's key right there. I've raced for a living in a lot of different ways, okay? Whether it's doing social media. Social media is the new commercials on radio. Social media is the way I promote my sponsors so I can go race. So when I go to the racetrack, that social media is like gone. When I go into that pit gate, I'm a complete different person. You don't see me. All right, everybody. We won a big one last night. And I'm the type of guy, when we win, I'm excited. I promote it because Brother Rusty taught me one thing. He says, Herm, anytime you win, promote the hell out of it because the next race is a do-over. So, all right, I think I addressed everything. I'm racing for a living to put food on the table. No shit. All right. The other one is the social media. Kenny Wallace in his videos. How do you put up with all that? All right, everybody. That's it for a while. The next big deal will be November 2nd right here. Come see us. Kim's Craft Sale, November 2nd, starting at 9 a.m. Call Kim. Got a pen? Write it down. 704-361-7116. We're going to have all the crafts for sale in my race shop. If the weather's good, I'll just put my car out in the parking lot, my dirt car. If the weather's not good, we're still going to be inside. So we're going to have Kim's Craft Sale. We're going to have the waffle trailer. We're going to have my souvenir trailer. It's going to be a hell of a day. November 2nd, starting 9 a.m. till whenever. All right.